So, what steps can you start taking today to use the law of attraction? The law of attraction's definition states thoughts like atoms are drawn towards the same kind of thoughts. Thoughts that are alike attract one another. And this is saying that a positive person will attract another positive person, or a negative person will attract another negative person. So this is how I use the law of attraction to become a more positive and purposeful teenager. So step 1 is picture your dream scene. With nothing on my mind, I sit down, silent in my room, and I think on where I am at. I literally reflect on the place that I am at and what am I feeling and what am I doing. What I've done to get to the point I am at. I think of the journey that I've already been on and where I've came from. And it helps me reflect on the exact place I'm at and where I want to be. With each new morning, I visualize my goals. I visualize myself with my goals already completed. If I want to do something, then I visualize myself having that already completed. Thinking on what is the next step of each action that is leading up to the goal. So it's a little hard to explain, but I'll try to simplify that. So basically it's like if I wanted to go hit the gym and put on two 45-pound plates on both sides, right? So then daily I'm visualizing myself doing that, right? So I'm trying to step into becoming that person. I'm visualizing myself putting on those two 45-pound plates, totaling in 4 45-pound plates, which is like a lot, right? But then I'm visualizing myself, and now when I'm sitting down and meditating, I'm literally thinking about what are the steps for me to get there, right? Maybe I start eating cleaner. Maybe I start practicing just doing reps on benches more, right? Because that's the same workout, it's just the weight is different. Maybe I start building up towards that. And maybe I start doing extra push-ups at home when I'm not at the gym, right? There's little things that you can do that are steps that step into, right? The goal, the end result, the goal that you have in mind. So when you're visualizing, when you're thinking about that you want to get there, the steps start coming. And you start thinking of exactly what it takes to be able to get there. So, paired with that there's going to be steps that come along with it, when written down, whatever you say is a lot more powerful when written. So I didn't start feeling like a man until I started writing the man I wanted to become. No joke, I'm not kidding. So I kind of entered this year and I started writing my goals and I started writing the man I want to become. And now once I started journaling that, once I started writing that, I started stepping into feeling like a man. Creating a dream of who I wanted to be, I started walking into that reality naturally. I used the law of attraction. I thought of who I wanted to become, and instead of keep attracting negative, like the negative energy of just not growing, of not becoming who you want to be, I started positively writing down positive affirmations of who I would be and who I was. And then it's almost like my brain and my heart just like started catching up to what I'd already wrote. It's like everything catches up as soon as you start visualizing, as soon as you believe that you're already that person. So This will define where it is you want to go. So if you can take a few minutes in the morning to meditate, to define who it is you want to be, you will become that person. I'm not kidding. You will become that person if you take the time to relax and to believe and to think on who you want to become and what you need to change in your life. So step 2 is think positive thoughts. The law of attraction says that like attract like, right? Like attract like. So a positive person attracts a positive person. The negative thoughts that spun in my head daily led me to finding negative situations and people in my life. The negative thoughts in my head led me to finding negative people and negative thoughts, but that's until I replaced negativity. I do not mean completely putting people out of your life, and I don't mean that I never have negative thoughts. But what I do mean is that there are certain things that stunt you. There's certain things that stunt you in your life. They hold you tight and give you barely any room to breathe. The things that you're putting in your life, that you're allowing in your life, are choking you and keeping you back from growth. I felt completely stuck until I started using this one strategy, which was to affirm daily. Affirm daily. I want to write that down somewhere. Affirm daily. Just to get that in your mind. With each new action that you are going into, you literally check your heart, your mind inside of the moment. Just like the act of meditation, you focus on the breath, right? When you're in meditation, you're focusing on the breath. When you get distracted, you come back to the breath. That's what you do when you're meditating, right? And that grows the prefrontal cortex and helps you be able to focus, right? You're focused on the breath. And that's what this is. That's what affirming is. You're affirming where you're at in the moment, and you're examining where you need to be. And you do this through staying grateful for where I was and where I am now. I consistently stay grateful. I tell myself positive affirmations and consistently affirm words of encouragement that give life to myself and are telling myself, hey, you're doing it. You're doing good. And like some days it feels like not a good day. Some days it feels really hard. Yesterday I wasn't able to go to the gym, right? And in the morning I wasn't able to go to the gym. All day I didn't go to the gym. And it was a day that I should have been at the gym. And so instead of beating myself up, a thing that you can do when you don't succeed in the things that you tell yourself you're gonna do, what helps me is I literally say, okay, well, I did this thing and I did good at that. So I ate clean in the morning. I did good at that. I took a cold shower. I did good at that. I recorded another video. I did good at that. And you come up with things, even if it's just one thing. I made my bed. I took deep breaths this morning for 5 minutes. Whatever it is, whatever can get you to the place that you want to be, and it's the smallest habit. If you feel like you're falling behind in other things, just use that one thing and affirm that over and over, because you want to become the person that is trustworthy to yourself and is going to do the hard tasks. So when you do at least one hard task, affirm that hard task that you've already done, and that will keep building onto itself in your mind and affirming who you are and the person that you want to become. So step 3, the final step, is plant those seeds. Plant those seeds. And so there's one life to live. There is one life to live on this earth. So how are you living it? That's what I want to ask you. How are you living it? Are you living it where you're going to always be negative, attracting negative? Or are you going to be positive, attracting the positive in your life? This is why we find the pitfalls. Improve. We find the pitfalls, but then we improve. Make the mistakes, but then improve. We consistently, utterly fail. Okay? I fail consistently. I fail consistently. But the thing is that I'm willing to fail consistently. I'm willing to keep failing because I know where I'm going. I know that through failing is success. We make full effort to be our best because we see the life we can live. We see eternity and where we can go. So we see it for the big picture. We don't just see inside of just a single day. We focus on the single day, right? But we focus on compounding our positive affirmations, our positive thinking, and growing into that person that you want to become. It's okay if you have negative thoughts all the time now. You're growing into the person that you want to be. So if you affirm one positive thought every single day, you'll be a way more positive person in even 30 days. And you'll have way more than just one positive thought. By manually putting in positive thoughts daily, by listening to affirmations even, like you could even look them up. You could even record yourself. Telling yourself, I am trustworthy. I can do this. I keep my word. I do what I am supposed to do. And then you just listen to that over and over. Think of what would happen if you listened to that every day. For like even just 5 minutes. Your brain starts conditioning to that. And you align with that desire that you already have. You start becoming that person. So when you do one thing in your day, you plant a seed of motivation. When you affirm one thing in your day, you're planting a seed of motivation. And what happens is that seed is planted. You might not see motivation in the next few days, but as you keep planting seeds, and it builds upon itself as you go, then all of a sudden you have a garden. All of a sudden you have a garden. So the last thing I want to say is embrace opportunities to grow those plants and to plant those seeds. You're constantly always going to be planting seeds of positivity in the ground. You're always going to be farming positivity. But as you go, you're going to have a lush and beautiful garden of positivity, and you're going to see the actual fruit that it bears in your life. I'm not kidding. So much comes to you when you are positive and when you can think on the positive things daily. If you want to be having a perfect morning, and so with all of this, you want to be meditating and you want to be focused in the morning. And so I made a little quick kind of like guide type of thing where I just talk about how to be able to eliminate your screen time in the morning, eliminate scrolling on your phone, because that could be one of your big struggles, keeping you negative, keeping you in the negative thoughts. And so if you want to eliminate scrolling on your phone in the morning, you can watch a video right here. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you got so much out of it. Have a great rest of your day. Okay, video's right there. See you there.